Hi guys, welcome back to Warhammer World and Geeks40K's latest battle report. I'm probably the best table that Warhammer World actually do, which is the bridge. We've got a big 10,000 points aside game today against Winters SEO. So we are going to film this one slightly differently because of the amount of points involved, but this table is absolutely stunning. So today's mission, we are doing something slightly special. There are 12 objective markers down on the board. Deployment is actually the road. Here, there is no first blood, there is no slay the warlord, there is no line breaker and no night fighting. Basically we are facing a combined force of AdMech, Space Marines against 30k Iron Hands, 30k Ultramarines and Imperial Guard. So we'll go around the objective markers first. We have one here just off the road at the Crator, one down here being protected by the Leviathan Dreadnought from the Iron Hands and the Ultramarines Tactical Squad. We have got tanks, lots of tanks. Bit of a Contender Dreadnought on its own, Contender Dreadnoughts on its own, teaming up. The other two Contender Dreadnoughts on the narrow side of the bridge. Facing off against Blood Angel Terminators. Night, AdMech everywhere, literally crawling across the board towards us. And the small matter of the Reaver Titan. A bit close down, we have a Fellblade, we have a MacLeod Infernus, we have a Baneblade. My Ultramarines, we also have a Knight as well. My Ultramarines and the Imperial Guard really intermixing here. Over this side for them, we know they've got drop pods as well. We've got a lot of Space Marine bikes and Winters. You'd have seen these on his channel, they are absolutely beautiful. And obviously a tiny, small little force of Terminators in the middle of the board. With reserves, we can bring them in whenever we want to. So with Siphon Flyers, drop pods, Imperial Guard flyers coming in all over the place. It'd be good to bring them on turn one, so we have got to worry and deal with the massive Reaver. But then again, we do have two Primarchs we can run in. Can a Primarch take out a Titan? I'm hoping we'll get close enough to find out. This Reaver Titan has only ever died once on Winters' channel. So I think this, for the Geeks, is a prize scalp. If we could destroy this, then Winters will probably hate us and never come around my house ever again. Primarchs are on the way up the board, so are the Dreadnoughts. We have air support. Come on, Siphon Flyer and the Lightning Strike Fighter are on. Basically, we've had death on the front lines on this side of the board. We've had two complete squads of AdMech destroyed down here, and we have the lingering death from the Graviton Cannon from the Leviathan Dreadnought down here. That was quite a painful turn for Winters.
Can I say something?
Of course you can.
10,000 points worth of firepower washing over my lines. That was extremely painful. I don't think I'll be able to sit down for a week.
Like Winters said, 10,000 points firing is quite scary. The Reaver is down to 11 hull points with no shields back this turn. The front Knight is down. Well, it's got 3 hull points remaining. Terminators at the front line got opened up to one. There is a Chaplain, there is Mephiston in there. Down here we've lost a couple of Terminators to the MacLeod Infernus, but most of them were saved. Out of 11 wounds, 1 died. It's shocking. Down here, Scouts taking a pounding on top of the buildings, and Scouts have taken a pounding down here. It's going to be over to Winters now to see what kind of retribution and retaliation he's going to unleash. That turned into quite a painful experience, having 9,000 points worth of firepower coming down at you. Basically on the movement, everything's kind of moving up or holding on to objectives, but it's the firepower that scared me. The Contender Dreadnoughts, both of the Ultramarine ones have gone. So my one with the Keras Assault Cannons, new mini syndrome down here, that went bang. The Blood Angels went into combat with the other one, destroying that. The Knights went into combat with them, a Spartan, a little bit of overkill, and he's pissed Gulliman off, to be honest. So Gulliman's going to go and smash that Knight in the face. We've down this side of the board, took a little bit of damage, but it's manageable down here. It's on the other side of the board that it's getting quite bad now. The MacLeod has taken a couple of hull points. The Iron Hands Rhino with the troops inside has gone. They've been destroyed. The tank got blown up, and then they were charged in combat by the Terminators here with the Thunderhammers. The similar to jet bikes that zoomed up trying to get rid of the Scouts have gone. The Flyers are on. We have a bucket load of drop pods come on this side of the board. Basically everything got out down here, destroyed the Knight. The Knight has gone completely pop. We've lost one of the Imperial Guard tanks as well. The Baneblade, one of our big super heavies we wanted to keep in as long as we could in this battle, has gone pop as well, so that is gone. Yeah, it's going well. One of the Primarchs is about to see some action down here. I think out of turn 1, I think that was definitely game to Winters on that one. Losing our Knight, losing our Baneblade. While they've still got the Reaver on the board. It is a horrible experience, but what can the Ultramarines and the Iron Hands and the Imperial Guard do? Can they turn this fight round? We are going to try our damned hardest. So we've obviously had to counter the incoming onslaught of Winters, which I think we did quite well in that turn, actually, to be honest. The movement, not much moved. We've kind of had to turtle up and protect our own lines a little bit here and the objectives we are holding. Gunfire, the tactical squad of the Ultramarines down here, opened up at one of the squads that came out of the drop pod. They went into combat. There is one guy alive with a white helmet on there. He survived the combat charge of the Ultramarines. A little bit annoying. The Scorpius Whirlwind opened up with his shell down here, killing off 3, 2 from one squad and 1 from the other. The Blood Angels that were down here, the assault squad, were charged by the Invictaris squad. They took fire from them as they went in, before they went in, and they took fire from the Ultramarines, doing no damage whatsoever, but luckily the Invictaris squad wiped them out in combat. The Dreadnought that was down right in front of the Imperial Guard lines, these two heroes of the Imperium at the front with their melt guns opened up, destroying it completely and utterly in that turn. That was always helpful. The Malcador opened up with his big nasty flame of doom onto the Terminators on the bridge, pretty much wiping them all out. So he's literally just the Librarian left now. The Fellblade opened up at the Blood Angels that were danger close to my Primarch, killing off most of them. Also taking off 6 hull points off the Reaver, which is always a good thing. Gulliman and the Terminators went into the Knight. The Knight hit me first, killing off one of my Terminators. However, Gulliman and the Terminators then just destroyed it, absolutely smashed it in the face. It went just the biggest explosion you can find. It blew up in our own face. Gulliman took 2 wounds and I lost another Terminator, but that is one Knight gone, and I will definitely take that. Over this side of the board, the other Knight has gone. Ferrus Manus ran into combat and destroyed it, took it clean out. So with the 2 Primarchs now on the board, and they have claimed a Knight each, both of them coming nice and close to the Reaver. The Zyphon Flyer opened up, but because I jinked, I had to snapshot and didn't do any damage whatsoever. I've taken a wound off one of these AdMech guys down here, just basically numbers and shots, and all of the AdMech guys that are all here in the lines have all been died by the Praetor and the tactical squad down here. So overall, quite a good turn. This side of the board, even though there's a Reaver here, is looking a bit more secure, and especially down the other side with them drop pods and them flyers. There is one more drop pod to come on for Winters, which holds Centurions. Always slightly scary. So down here, the Death Company Dreadnought came in, made it into combat, killing off 4 of my guys. The one guy, the other Space Marine, is still alive. Did manage to kill him. I split my attacks, tried to get some crack grenades on this guy, didn't do anything at all. So yeah, bit of a stalemate down here, but I did pass for leadership, so that's always nice. The Imperial Guard have lost 1 tank down here, 2 tanks down here now. The other 2 tanks over there got a little bit more beaten up as they went through. Not much else happened really around this side, I don't think, apart from obviously 2 tanks dying, which is always quite bad. Invictaris squad and my tactical squad are still in touch. We are being flown over by the air support of the Space Marines. Down here, the Malcador and the Infernus tank. They've both gone. We've got 1 Infernus left here. Terminators so close to getting into combat down here. It is quite scary now. The Fellblade is down to 3 hull points. This thing took D-shots to the face from the Reaver Titan that has grown a shield back. Yeah, there's the big hole where Gurley Man was. He basically got grabbed and shot, and basically everything just opened up on Gulliman and the Terminators and the Chaplain, killing them all off, just picking wounds off left, right and centre from the grav on the bikes and the admech at the back of the board. So yeah, the Ultramarines have lost their Primarch. The Blood Angels and Mephiston came to come into combat with the Contender Dreadnoughts, losing 2 Terminators. It means they failed their charge and they went in. My tactical squad down here have been decimated again. Another large blast of doom and destruction landed on top of them, killing off a couple more. So these guys have rallied. These guys are still in the game. The Centurions are on the board, came in their little drop pod. They opened up at the Gorgon Terminators that were here. Yep, that went really, really well from Robin. And slowly, the Admech are starting to zoom around the board. These guys are running round the wreck. Oh yes, the Leviathan Dreadnought as well has gone. Haywire grenades, or haywire shots from over here. Took the Leviathan Dreadnought out. Manus is also down.
Hate your face.
Everybody hates the Leviathan Dreadnoughts. Well, I've just been and brought one. 2 wounds left on Ferrus Manus as well now. So both Primarchs, one's gone, one is wounded. I'm thinking this guy's going to lose his head and just go a bit crazy. So as we enter turn 3, it is getting really, really bloody. This side of the battlefield is looking quite sparse, but this side is just looking like complete and utter carnage. I opened fire at the Centurions with the tactical squad. Didn't do any damage at all. Went to combat, lost 2, and then ran away. So yeah, that could have gone a lot better. Basically everything else on the board opened up at the Reaver Titan that blew up. We took off 8 hull points in that turn. It went nuclear. It went 10 inches. Taking out my Xiphon Flyer, which is always helpful, and then killing off quite a few units of the Admech that were down there. So there's a big hole. There is a very large hole where that Titan used to stand. Down here, the Iron Hands are still in combat. Ferrus Manus now is in combat. He is locked up as well. So we need to start thinking about objectives. Really, we really do need to start looking at holding them. The Centurions have claimed the one that I was on. Ferrus Manus is down there. He's got a couple to pick from. Down here, the Terminators have been shredded. They were opened up by the quad guns. Down here, these guys doing damage, doing quite a lot of damage as well, actually. Down here, hull point has gone, well, 1 hull point left on that Dreadnought from the Fellblade. My squad that was locked in combat on this side of the board, the Death Company Dreadnought just picked them up, squished them, span the round in his power fist. A lot of damage done down here. We took off 3 or 4 of the Space Marines down here with the Scorpius Whirlwind, and 1 hull point left on the drop pod. It's turning slowly. It's all down to objective markers. There is one here at the end of the board. There's one here. Yeah, it's going to be tight. I think it's still in the hands of Winters at the moment. But with that Reaver gone and that big, huge hole on that side of the board, it's looking a little bit more promising until you come over here and realise that this is just a cluster mess of hell. So that's only the second time that Winters' Reaver Titan has been destroyed. That's quite a nice scalp for Geeks40K. I'm quite liking the fact that we've destroyed it. I don't think Winters is, but I'm not too fussed about that. Everything has started to come round now. Everything has started to come out of the barricade that is the drop pods. These guys opened up with melters and just basically took out my Scorpius, so the shells are no more. From this side of the battlefield, it's going to go slightly quieter. Everything else has moved up and started to move round, looking towards objectives, looking at securing as many of these as they can. My Praetor is still here, and my Invictara squad is still here. So my Invictara squad is going to go into the Assault Marines, and my Praetor is going to go into the Dreadnought next turn, hopefully destroying both of them, hopefully. Down here, the bikes have zoomed across the road into my tactical squad. It's a bit of a standoff. There was no real damage done either way. Down here, bikes are zooming down the road, the scouts are out of the building, looking at coming towards the objective. These two bikes are down in the dry riverbed, looking at heading round, trying to help bolster this side. Guys on the middle of the board, the Terminators and the Surviving Librarian, everybody are up. Flyer's done quite a lot of damage this turn. So the Predator is gone. We're down a hull point over here, and these are only snap firing next turn. The Contemptor took it on the chin like a boss. The Land Raider has gone. That was from the Grav Centurions. Robin lost his Praetor in combat down here. However, during the shooting phase, the neutron laser scattered, hitting Winters' own Warlord and killing him. So yeah, definitely take that. Well done, boys. Ferrus Manus has seen off these guys in close combat. These are now running and towards the back of the board. So he is free to roam around. We've got a couple of objectives around here that we can choose to go and pick up. It's looking really, really close. I don't even know how close it is on victory points at the moment. But we head over to Geeks40K's next turn. We need to try and mop up as much as we can. So my Praetor moved up, went to Melter the Blood Angel Dreadnought into the face, failed, went into Assault, got squished. Yay. The Invictara squad and the Imperial Guard squad opened up at the Blood Angels that were here. They have now failed their morale check and have disappeared off 3d6. They're all the way down that end of the board. Kind of left my... Yeah, they disappeared off. Apart from that, not really a lot happened down this end of the board, to be quite honest. In the middle, the Iron Hand cannons opened up down here, doing nothing. The Fellblade open up here, but they are invisible. Again, doing nothing. The Flamer tank opened up at the Admechs that are on here, killing off 3. You're down to 1 with the Admech Walkers at the back of the board, being destroyed. The Contemptor Dreadnought skyfired at these guys here, causing jinx, but unfortunately didn't actually do any damage at all, which is a little bit disappointing. Actually, that's quite a lot disappointing. These guys are still running. Ferrus Manus went into combat with the one remaining guy that was there, squishing him. So we're on to that objective. And finally, the Ultramarines tactical squad guy that's here managed to rally, opened up, causing a wound onto the Tech Marines. So as we move over to Winters SEO Turn IV, it's seriously close. There isn't much left on either side. I have to admit, this has been absolutely brutal. So there we go then, guys. That's the end of the battle. We have decided to call it. Basically, we can't hold enough objectives now. That was a brutal and bloody affair. It really, really was. The Ultramarines took a bit of a pounding. Mind you, so did the Imperial Guard and the Iron Hands, for that matter. So down here, Scouts have got this one. There's one buried underneath the Knight, which is held by these guys. We hold this one with the Imperial Guard sitting on it. We also hold this one behind the wreck of the Baneblade. The Imperial Guard squad sitting on it. Nobody is holding this one over here, this side of the board. In the middle of the battlefield on the bridge, the Terminators hold that objective. Nobody holds the one in the crater. Over here, the Grav Centurions own the one that they drop podded in on. Around this side of the battlefield, the Admech are definitely securing this one by the Land Raider, and Ferrus Manus finally is holding on to this one. Now Ferrus Manus took a lot of firepower and he's down to 1 wound, but he's still alive. So yes, we have decided to call it. We destroyed Winters' Reaver Titan. Only the second group of people that have managed to do that. So do you know what? We'll take that. We would definitely take that as a moral victory, if not actually the victory in the battle. So a big thank you to Winters to come up to Warhammer World today to face us for this massive game. 10,000 points aside. It's been epic, it's been bloody, it's been tiring. I've got a headache, but it's all good. It's all good. So as always, guys, if you like that, please leave us a like, leave us a comment. It'd be great to hear your feedback. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next one.